I am so very proud to be here because within the last 2 months, my family's been going through a lot of, I would probably say, a lot of unfortunate things that's going on, including cancer and things of that nature. So basically, for you all to be sitting here, to wake up, and to be able to comprehend what I'm saying is amazing in itself. Dr. Maya Angelou states, "A bird doesn't sing because it has an answer. A bird sings because it has a song." You have a song. You have a song. We all have a song. You remember a couple years ago when Oprah was giving away cars? She said, "You get a car, you get a car, you get a car." Guess what? You're not getting a car. And I'm not Oprah yet. But at any rate, I want to thank you all for coming and really supporting Belva and her foundation. I have been asked on more than one occasion, "Stephanie, why did you leave corporate?" And I look at Tanya, she was talking about trading up. I really love what she said about that because that's what we're doing, because I was in the position that I had to trade up. And when I was talking to Ramona last week, I was on the Satisfied Life with the ladies with the Satisfied Life radio station. And to walk away is something that you really got to think about and something that you have to prepare to do because it is not an easy task. I had several aha moments that made all the difference in the world because I'm a proponent of it's not what you say that matters, it's what you do. You can say I love you all you want to, but unless you show me that love, sister ain't trying to hear it. And that's what it's all about. I used to be responsible for human resources for AB Volvo and responsible for 110,000 employees all over the world. And to be the highest ranking African American male or female in that role, it was great. But being the first and the only is not what I wanted. I wanted to be the best. I could care less about being the first and the only, but what's important is being the best and being the best at whatever you want to do and being true to yourself and who you are. I had several situations that was confronted to me that I had to be able to sleep at night, and I call the soft pillow theory. And what happens is if I'm not able to go to bed and sleep on a soft pillow and feel good about myself and have a good conscience, that kind of stuff don't even matter to me. So I had to have a soft pillow, and I had to have a soft pillow for my children and also for my husband. My daughter Amber, extremely athletic, very athletic. She's also a great dancer. One time Amber, she was having, at Lake Norman Dance Academy, she was having a dance recital. And she said, "Mama, don't forget my dance recital because you have to be there." And because I was on 24-hour call because I was dealing with China on one of the major situations, I said, "Amber, honey, Mommy can't be there. I have to be there for somebody else because they need me." And my daughter said, "Mama, but what about me? I need you too." And if you're a true mother, and if you're a true woman, that hits you right there in the gut. That's one of the reasons. And finally, last year, it's at Father's Day, I was going to Gothenburg because I had an office in Gothenburg and I had an office in the United States, and I traveled the world, and I was, in the United States not often at all. So this is the first time in the whole year I've ever been in the United States for a whole year. So we were at Birkdale, and we were actually having a brunch for my husband's Father's Day. And so as my husband, my daughter, and my son, they were leaving, I was heading to the airport to go to Sweden, and to see my son, my daughter, and my husband all in tears, seeing me get on that plane, that was enough to resonate. And I had no choice. I had to walk. I had to walk because you know why? I had to do me. I had to do what was right for me, not what was right for you or for you or for you, or did I care less of what somebody had to say. I had to do what I wanted to do because I had to be true to myself. And that's what's important. Earlier, several years ago, I learned a really strong lesson from a really sweet little boy. And it was a lesson about giving back. No matter if you're coming forward, you have to give back. And I learned a lesson about unconditional love by this little boy. And I'm gonna tell you the story. This little boy, he was mentally retarded. and he was born with a hole in his heart. And so what happened, he was at a race for Special Olympics, and his mom had been told all these years, you know, don't let this child run. His name was Chavez. Don't let this child run. Don't let this child run, because he won't make it through the race. So what happened, it was several Special Olympians on the beginning of the line. On the mark, get set, go. Every child has some type of disability, and at this particular moment, there was a child that was considered to be the Olympian, the Special Olympian, the champion of all these Special Olympian runners. So it was 8 children that were running, trying to get to the finish line. Chavez, this is the first time he's ever been in this meet because his heart was there. So he was really up front with the first place runner. And they were running neck to neck. And they're getting close to this finish line. The finish line is right here. Chavez looks back, and he notices his best friend, Rodney, was struggling. He's coming back. He's getting his friend. Because previously the announcer was saying, we're going to have a photo finish. This is unbelievable. The crowd knew about Chavez's ailments and what was happening, and everybody was so excited because he was getting ready to finish first. He stopped. He turned around, and he started helping his friend cross the line. Right after that, Chavez died. And there's this saying, he's not heavy, he's my brother. Chavez was my brother. Even though he finished last, his heart finished first. And that's what it's all about. It's not about the money. It's not about the fame. It's not about who says, she saying what you want. It's about what you do that's right for yourself. It's about your integrity. It's about your self-worth, not net worth. It's self-worth. I'm going to say it again. It's not about net worth. It's about self-worth. And that's what's important.